Inihahanda na ni Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre ang mga isasampang kaso laban kina Senadora Laila De Lima at dating DOJ Undersecretary Francisco Baraan at iba pang sangkot sa illegal drugs. Plano ring ipa-freeze ang ilang mga bank account na nabanggit sa pagdinig kahapon sa Kamara. May report ang aming kasama ang si Waywaya Macalma via phone patch.
Princess, matapos ang sunod-sunod na pagdinig sa Kongreso ay susunod na hakbang naman na ginagawa ngayon ng Department of Justice ay ang pagsasampa ng kaso laban kina Senator Laila De Lima, dating Undersecretary Francisco Baraan, Ronnie Dayan at iba pa. Ayon mismo kay DOJ Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre, ito na ang susunod nilang gagawin ay ang pagsasampa ng criminal case laban sa mga sangkot sa illegal drugs trade na nangyayari mismo sa loob ng New Bilibid Prison o MBP. Isa sa mga kasong balak isampa ay ang Republic Act 9165 o Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act. At sa ngayon ay kanila pang pinag-aaralan din kung pagsasamahin na lang nila ang mga kaso sa bawat individual. Pero kanilang tiniyak na malakas ang kanilang ebidensyang hawak para madiin nga sina De Lima, Baraan, Dayan at iba pang sangkot rito. Paglilinaw naman ni Secretary Aguirre na importante na ma-establish ang koreksyon ni Ronnie Dayan kay De Lima dahil ito'y kailangan sa korte at bilang dating kalihim ng Justice Department ay dapat alam niya ito at ang dahilan nito lalo't siya ay isang abogado pa. Dito kasi mapapatunayan kung bakit labas-pasok si Dayan sa loob ng MBP. Pero bukod dyan ay balak din ipa-freeze ng DOJ ang ilan sa mga bank accounts si Dayan kung saan idinadeposito ang mga nakukolektang umano'y drug money. Dagdag pa ng kalihim, marami pa silang tinitignan na bank accounts at posibleng umabot pa ito sa bilyong piso ng mga transaksyon na nangyayari sa loob ng MBP. At may initial information tayo, Princess, na posible nga maglabas ng lookout order ang DOJ laban nga kina Dayan at De Lima. Pero antabayan natin yan kung ito nga nailabas na ang order nitong lookout order para nga sa dalawa. At ito'y ayon nga kay DOJ Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre. At para sa PCB News, ako si Waywaya Macalma.
Maraming salamat, Waywaya Macalma.
The Department of Justice is set to file criminal charges against former Justice Secretary, now Senator Laila De Lima, and several other individuals in connection with the illegal drugs trade at the New Bilibid prisons in Muntinlupa City. Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre says they have a strong case against the respondents. More of this report from Aya Macalma.
After the series of hearings held at the lower house of Congress, the Department of Justice will be filing charges against Senator Laila De Lima, former Undersecretary Francisco Baraan, J.B. Sebastian, and former Bureau of Corrections officials, and others. DOJ Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre pointed out that the next step is filing a criminal case against those involved in the illegal drugs trade, which happened right inside the New Bilibid prison, in violation of Republic Act 9165 or Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act. While it still has to be decided on whether or not the case will be filed individually, the Secretary assured that the DOJ holds strong evidence against the accused. Aguirre also underscored the importance of establishing the connection of Ronnie Dayan with De Lima to determine the reason why Dayan went in and out of the New Bilibid prison. As former Justice Secretary and lawyer, De Lima should have been well aware of this.
Hindi raw niyo makita ko ng relevancy, pero imposibleng hindi niyo makita yun. Abogado siya, senador siya, past DOJ siya. Kaya alam natin na kaya kinakailangan, relevant talaga yung relation nila with naipakita o ipakita yung how yung relation nila sa isa't isa para malaman natin kung talagang close si Ronnie Dayan kay De Lima. Kasi yun ang magpapatunay, yung closeness nila ang magpapatunay kung bakit o siyang mag-explain kung bakit si Ronnie Dayan ay labas-masok sa loob ng NBP at nakakahingi siya ng mga drug money.
The DOJ plans to freeze some of Dayan's bank accounts where the collected drug money has been allegedly deposited. Aguirre revealed that they are still looking into more bank accounts that could possibly reach billions of pesos out of the reported transactions within the MBP.
Alam ko na kung saan malakas, saan mahina isang kaso eh. So, Ang kulang pa namin ay yung relate o pagdidikit nitong mga bank accounts na ito running into billions dito sa drug trade sa Bilibid.
The DOJ is also looking into the possibility of officials higher than De Lima involved in the whole scheme. The National Bureau of Investigation was tasked to lead the investigation. For PTV News, this is Waywaya Makal.
At sa puntong ito, mga kapuso, makakapanayam naman natin si Representative Reynaldo Umali, ang chairman ng House Justice Committee. Magandang umaga sa inyo, Congressman. Kumusta na po kayo?
Good morning, Cara, and good morning to all our televiewers.
Okay. Sir, I'll go straight to the point. Paano niyo po i-assess yung naging pagdinig kahapon ng Kamara?
Well, unang-una, maayos. And I think it is productive kasi yung mga hinahanap naming missing links somehow lumabas po kahapon sa pamamagitan ng mga testimonya ng mga witnesses.
Katulad po ng ano pong missing link?
For example, yung relasyon. Kasi alam mo, it would have been easier kung kasi sinasabi ni Laila, there are some snippet of truth to what they are accusing me of. Kanya lang hindi niya sinabi ko ano yung totoo at hindi. Kanya isa doon yung relasyon at kanya lumabas po yung sex video pero mabuti na lang po ang leadership ng House at even PDP ay they thought that it was not too decent and and dignified to show it, so sila mismo nagparaya na wag na lang ipalabas ito. So anyway...
Pero meron po bang mga kongresista na gusto talagang ipalabas itong sex video?
Siguro po, hindi ko naman po, kasi hindi naman po kami umabot doon because even DOJ Secretary did not anymore request the committee of that. So sa amin po ay kung inamin niya, di siguro tapos na yung issue na to. Pero kahapon po, si Jonel Sanchez was the one who told the committee about that relationship. And that relationship is so important. Bakit? Dahil nagkaroon po ng poder itong si Dayan na mag-utos at maging influential sa loob ng Bilibid Prison. And that can only be because of that relationship that we were able to establish yesterday.
Pero hindi naman po, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not a lawyer, pero alam naman po natin na mere relationship with a person doesn't, kumbaga hindi nito ibig sabihin na ginagawa mo na rin or kinokondone mo na rin yung ginagawa ng iyong karelasyon, hindi po ba?
Tama po yun.
That's not enough evidence. Having a relationship with someone who supposedly has criminal activities doesn't make you criminal as well, right?
Probably, pero meron na ring mga testimonya na tumanggap siya ng pera and so on and so forth. May nag-deliver, especially yung sa unang pagdinig namin, yung NBI director and yung isang NBI agent who are all under the control and supervision of the DOJ had said that. So there are other corroborating evidence that brings us to that conclusion.
Okay, pero mas importante hindi po ba na napatunayan yung track na yun na siya mismo ay tumanggap ng pera more than the relationship, kasi yan yung medyo comments ngayon ng mga manunood na parang bakit binibigyang masyadong pagpapahalaga yung relasyon, yung love relationship kung meron man ni Senadora Laila de Lima with itong si Ronnie Dayan compared to actual evidence that she actually received money.
Tama po yun. Pero in a chain of events kasi, there are certain links. And you have got to establish those links. Otherwise, kami naman ang sisisihin. Bakit nyo hindi in-establish yung link na yan? So, damn if you do, damn if you don't. And for us, Congress, na kailangan naming dalhin ito sa katotohanan na we have to present all of those.
Okay, you're doing this hearing in aid of legislation.
That is correct.
Ang sinasabi ni Senadora Laila de Lima, it seems that this is just a demolition job against her. Ano po ba ang iniisip ninyong batas na magagawa after this hearing is concluded?
Marami po. Offhand ngayon, napapag-usapan po kasi what I do as chair of the committee is we conduct post-mortem after every hearing. So what have we arrived at so far? Like laws on say, wiretapping, anti-wiretapping. Sabi ni Secretary Aguirre, bawal daw even to inmates kasi even if their rights are, civil rights are suspended, bawal pa rin daw. So we may have to amend that. I think we have to go beyond the inmates. We can go to include drugs and those drug-related activities. So since national security concern ito, this is the number one war or priority of President Digong. I think it's high time that we include drug-related issues as an exemption into the wiretapping law. Second, Bureau of Corrections. We just modernized Bureau of Correction 2013, but nothing has been modernized. In fact, sabi ni General Bucayo, yung underworld is even lording over the officers of Bucor and National Bilibid Prison. How can that be? So again, we have to look at that. Third is perhaps bank secrecy law. I think it's high time that not only for the inmates but also for drug-related account holders, I guess we have to relax bank secrecy law, and even AMLAC activities can be perhaps can cover yung mga ganitong mga situations. No? So there are a lot. Not to mention that lifestyle check na ngayon pinag-uusapan na of all aspects and all players in the criminal justice system, including the correctional. Kasi sino ba ang tumitingin sa mga Bureau of Prison personnel? Wala.
Okay. May ilan rin nagkukomento kasi mismong si dating Director Bucayo ang nagsabi na hindi naman ito ngayon lang nangyari. Matagal na daw itong kalakaran sa loob ng Bilibid. Pero bakit ngayon lang nagkakaroon ng ganitong investigation ng House about this?
Hindi, marami na pong investigasyon. In fact, during the time of Senator De Lima, nagkaroon ng investigasyon. Ang tanong, ano nangyari? Wala nga eh. Until when natin papayagang walang mangyari sa lahat ng mga investigasyon. Now, we mean business, and this is why we're going to the bottom of this. It is just so unfortunate that all roads lead to Laila De Lima.
Okay, ano pong mangyayari kung hindi po makakapagpaliwanag itong si Dayan sa hindi niya pagsipot sa kamera kahapon?
Sa ating, kung hindi makapagpaliwanag, we will cite him in contempt kasi yun yung isang missing link dun sa chain na yun na napabili siguro yung komite na nag-issue kagad ng contempt or sinight kagad siya ng contempt, dapat may show cause muna. Tama si Majority Leader Rudy Fariñas doon kanya. Bago pa lumalayan ay inayos na po namin sa komite at sinokos namin siya 24 hours. If he still doesn't show up or explain within 24 hours, then show up on Monday, then we have all the reason now to cite him in contempt and order his arrest.
Pero I'm sure the House, hindi naman dito natatapos ito na ma-prove na merong relasyon. Meron pa bang nakahanda na mga investigasyon tungkol dun sa direct link talaga na mismong si Senadora De Lima ang tumatanggap ng pera ng drug money dito sa Bilibid?
Yung sa amin po ay in-establish lang namin itong proliferation of drug trade in the Bilibid prison. And I think we're about ready to come up with a report after Monday. We hope that Monday will be our last hearing on this matter. But as I said yesterday, this will not stop Congress, other committees at that, and even our own subcommittee in the Justice Committee to conduct further hearings so that whatever are unfinished or yung unfinished business namin dito sa aming pagdinig, sa aming congressional inquiry, we will farm out to the other committees and even our subcommittees to continue the reforms that we need to ensure that real reforms will now come into play and hopefully we hope that yung mga taong bayan manumbalik ang kumpiyansa, ang trust sa criminal
So,
justice
so
system.
your last hearing is going to be on Monday?
I think so.
At magte-testify ba doon si JB Sebastian? Is he still, iniimbitahan niyo pa rin siya?
Tama po yun. Yun po ang paliwanag sa amin ng DOJ because sa tingin namin napaka-importante rin ng testimonya ni JB Sebastian. Nung una, if you will note, we were being accused of being biased na parang isang side lang yung pinapakita namin. Nandun po si General Bucayo, nung una tinututulan yung kanyang testimonya dahil wala naman daw siyang sasabihing maganda. Pero hinayaan po natin just for the sake of truth and to be fair to everyone and to be transparent to everyone. Ganon din po kay JB Sebastian. Ang sinasabi po nila ay sabi po ni Senator Laila de Lima, ipatawag niyo si JB. Pinatawag po namin. That is how fair we are in the House of Representatives. Kanya nakakasakit po ng damdamin din na lalo't ako, kumari ko po siya, sis ko po siya na ako po sasabihin na sham hearing at ako po ay, ito po ay Kangaroo Committee at ito'y parang kasali ako ngayon sa pagdidiin sa kanya at pagbabaon sa kanya. Hindi naman po ganun.
So right now, what is yung based doon sa naungkat sa komite, ano yung direct link or evidence na magsasabing na nagbe-benefit itong si Senadora Laila de Lima doon sa drug money inside Bilibid?
Well, sa ngayon, yun na nga, yung hopefully si JB Sebastian, merong mga statements.
Yung lumabas na talaga.
Kasi ang lumalabas po ngayon, Kara, is as you, yung mga dating hindi naman ito drug related yung kanilang pagkakakulong. Murder, kidnapping for ransom, carnapping, and now they are all dealing in drugs. So, yung dating, yung sindikato noon existing na hindi naman droga ay parang napunta sa droga tapos naging kasapakat yung sa storya lang po si Colango, si JB Sebastian, si Dayan, pinatunayan ng iba pang mga testimonya ng ibang witnesses na parang nag-gravitate towards drugs itong mga ito. Bakit? Hindi natin alam. Kung nagamit si Senator Laila, ay hindi po natin masabi, pero siguro darating din po tayo dyan.
So right now, is there concrete evidence that really links her, hindi si Ronnie Dayan, but her mismo benefiting from drug money inside Bilibid?
Well, kung yung statement ni Colango ay paniniwalaan natin, maging yung statement ni Arile, yung statement po nung, sino ba itong isa? Durano, na nagsasabi, sila po ay hiningan po ng pera at nagbigay sila ng pera para po sa tulong na hiningi po ni Dayan at kung sino man, para masuportahan ang kandidatura ni Laila de Lima, then
pero yung sila mismo nagbigay sa senadora, I mean sa former Justice Secretary.
Si Durano po nagsabi noon. Si Colango po nagsabi noon. Siguro I don't know what Sebastian will have to say on this. And but as of now,
so statements of the inmates.
Yes, but whether or not that is credible, that is still to be the subject of a committee deliberation.
O yun nga po yung susunod kong itatanong kasi syempre yung mga nanonood parang paano naman natin ma-establish yung credibility nitong mga testigo na to ng mga inmates kasi syempre, you know, he said, she said yan ang lalabas dyan.
Tama po yan, pero alam mo, yung confluence of events, yung corroboration of many others, yung motibo and so on and so forth, yung timing is so important and this is what Congress, through the Committee on Justice, will have to do to be able to really establish and get to the bottom of the issue and ferret out
yung
to...
bank accounts, are you going to that
Parang
direction?
dead end. Alam mo, ang problema kasi natin sa mga bank accounts, dead end tayo dyan. You know, there is bank secrecy law, there is AMLAC limitation to divulge this information. So, hihiringin namin yan. Meron kaming information, sabi nito, sabi niyan. Pero at the end of the day, when we call in the particular bank mentioned, sasabihin nila, we cannot divulge. Pag tinawag namin ng AMLAC, we are prohibited by law to divulge. So, it will lead nowhere. But what we are saying here is that DOJ, NBI, PNP, you all have this capability to look into all of this. So you do your jobs. Yun ang sa amin. And, pero sa amin, insofar as proliferation of syndicates na naging drug syndicates, I think we have accomplished our task as a committee in bringing out what we need to do for purposes of coming out with the report for approval of the plenary.
And with that, maraming salamat po sa inyo, Representative Reynaldo Umali, Chairman ng House Committee on Justice.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your time. Salamat po.
Dinaan na lang sa pagpapakwela ni Senador Laila de Lima ang mga isyong pinupukol sa kanya at sa iringan nila ni Pangulong Duterte. Sa pagbisita niya sa St. Scholastica's College bilang bahagi ng paglilibot niya sa mga eskwelahan, napabanat siya ng ilang hugot lines sa kanyang talumpati. Pero may mga puntong seryoso rin siya.
Nababawasan ng turista, kagagawa ni De Lima. Humihina ang piso dahil yan kay De Lima. Kulang na lang ay isisi nila kay De Lima ang paghihiwalay ni Brad Pitt at Angelina Jolie. Nagmamahal na ang dolyar pero si Presidente Duterte nagmumura pa rin. Sa darating na linggo po ay isandaang araw na po sa pwesto ni Pangulong Duterte. Pero ngayon pa lang, umabot na sa 3,675 ang napatay. Mahigit 30 tao napatay kada araw.
Ang St. Scholastica's College ang pangalawang paaralang napuntahan ng senadora mula nitong Miyerkules. Ayon kay De Lima, ginagawa niyang paglilibot sa mga eskwelahan para mahimok ang mga tao na manindigan para sa demokrasya.